everybody. This is John in Lawrenceville. I gotta have that fan on low, otherwise I'll sweat to death. This video is how to adjust your weed eater so it works properly and you don't have to worry about the engine bogging down on you anymore, because you know the secret. And it's not the spark plug gap. Yes, you need that at a certain distance and get that installed properly. But what I'm talking about is the idle adjustment screws. There's two of them. One for when you don't have your hand on the trigger. It's the low idle, where it just sits there and bop, 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 bop. And the other one's for when you pull the trigger and keep it pulled. And you adjust the screw so that you get to the sweet spot where when this thing hits some really heavy weeds, it just goes right through them. Now, I'm talking about my second weed eater, which is, well, actually third. There's my snapper. It's one really awesome weed eater. And I was having problems with it. I discussed it in another video. And I kept trying to adjust the spark plug, thinking, what else can I do? This thing's brand new. It's barely a year old. What's the problem? So I was looking for many different. I was looking through different YouTube videos. Took my glasses off. These are my safety glasses from work, and it's very uncomfortable not seeing clearly. But I have a migraine starting today, so that's why I'm like this. Anyway, my red snapper weed eater, I fixed the problem because in one of the YouTube videos I was asking about the spark plug gap problem. This guy showed how to adjust the idle screws. I'm like, I never even thought about those. I didn't even know it had it, even though I've studied lawnmower engine maintenance a little bit. And so I watched this video, and the two screws are very hard to get to. You have to order a special tool just to even turn it. But what he did was, I assume he had a Dremel, he had something like that. He cut slits in them so a flathead screwdriver can go in there and then you can adjust it. So I've done that on my red snapper, and everything worked out beautifully. I'm going through these weeds like crazy. If I can get myself to do it some more. Damn migraine. Getting old sucks. Anyway, so like I said, that's my third weed eater. The second one, I took it over to my mom's when I bought it brand new, make sure it's working and everything. The first one, which I have right here, is about 3 years old, and I only used it for the first year because I couldn't get the thing to work. I didn't want to throw it away. It's basically new. So I bought this, I kept mowing the weed eater, mowing with the lawnmower, and got an electric weed eater from somebody, like $10 or something, and it worked for a little bit. So anyway, I got the second one from my mom, then I got that red snapper, and everything's working out beautifully. So here's the first one. Now, I'm going to show it to you. This is a Boland's 25cc. Anyway, on my red snapper, the two adjustment screws are here. You have to take off this cover for the air filter, and you have to remove the inner plastic piece that this thing here is screwed onto, that this thing's clipped onto. The plastic piece inside is screwed on there with two nuts. And then you can get to the two idle adjustment screws and use your Dremel and cut them. Here's mine on this one. This has been sitting in my shed for about 2 years. So I'm going to try this, and then I'm going to add fresh fuel. I went and bought gasoline just now and added the 40-to-1 oil cycle thing. So, with my Dremel, let's see. With my Dremel, I got to cut a slit horizontally this way, right for the center. And same thing with this one, center. Now on that snapper, these here look like they're about double the width that those are the idle adjustment screws on my snapper. So I shouldn't have a problem getting in there to cut it and not worry about messing anything up. The problem I think is the depth to get to it, because in my snapper these were much higher up. But I still could not do anything with it because down below there's some teeth down here, so you can't put like a regular tool that you might have in your toolbox over these and then get them to work. It wouldn't work that way. So doing the screwdriver slit thing is the way to go, I believe. So anyway, get my safety glasses on. I got my Dremel right here. This is the thin wheel. Those other ones I had were really thick. I didn't bring them out. I didn't want to show it to you. Anyway, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn it on and try to cut straight down to get a little groove on there. Not a big groove, just a little one. And same thing with this one. And when I do this one here, I'm going to pull the trigger to get that guy out of the way and keep it out of the way. Hold on a second. I'm going to pull the trigger right now. See how it's out of the way? There we go. Okay. Try turning my fan off. Yeah, I'll leave it on. Okay, so now I'm going to see. Pretend I'm doing the first one here. Yeah, doesn't seem like there's anything in the way. I'm closing one eye so I can aim this properly down there. Okay, let's give it a shot. What's the luck? See a little bitty groove? That's not quite enough. Now I'll get my little screwdriver and try turning it. Now let's call this the 12 o'clock position. If I can put my Dremel down without falling on the ground. There we go. We see how it's in the 12 o'clock position with this groove here, and the lines up with the groove of the screw. So if I can turn it, then we know we're successful. I'll try unloosening it. Yep, it worked. Tightening, loosening. I'm going to leave it offset just to know I turned it. See, I don't really care if I don't think I'll cut that thing. I want to try it without worrying about it. I'm barely pushing down at all. I'm basically letting the weight of the drill do the work. Just try to keep everything lined up straight. I love that Dremel. Now, it's lined up, so I'm trying to get my camera over here too. There we go. It's lined up, so let's see if I can turn it. Yep, it turns. Okay, I'm going to leave my video on, and we're going to see if this thing will even start up, and if it does, if it'll cut some weeds. I did not plan on this part where I gotta put you on the tripod. Well, I guess I can blend the videos together. What the hey? I'll do the whole video. Sorry about this, folks. There we go. Let's see, is he still running? Yep. Okay. There we go. Hope that works. Oh, excuse me. Like I said, this is fresh gasoline. So I'm going to pour out whatever's in here. Ain't nothing in there. Get evaporated. Before I start it up, put this air filter back on. There we go. See the directions. And basically remember them. I don't know if I spilled any gas or not, but the thing's wet. Maybe it's because of the lid. There we go. Oh, there it is. Press the bulb 10 times. 4, 5, 6. Choke the lever 1. Squeeze and hold the throttle for all further steps. Pull the rope 5 times. Move the choke to lever 2. 3, 5. Okay. That's 5 times. 2. Pull up to 5 times to start. I just now checked to make sure the spark plug was screwed on. I'm going to move the idle adjustment screw in the opposite direction, see if that helps. It's starting to start. I just now heard it. So long. Now I'm going to adjust the idle while it's idling like this. That was funny. Do that for 30 seconds. Let's do that for 30 seconds to warm it up, and then go to lever 3. Try it again. Dang. My screwdriver kept vibrating all over the place. It's hard to get it on there. I had turned the idle adjustment screw counterclockwise compared to the clockwise that I did it, and it stayed running for a little bit. I'm going to try going even more. Maybe I'm past the sweet spot too much. There we go. So at 12 o'clock position, I'm at 8 o'clock position. This thing just keeps dying. Wow. I had turned the high idle speed adjustment screw, the one when you pull the trigger and you turn it. I turned it to where it's basically unscrewing itself to try to find the sweet spot, and it started dying down. So it looks like I'm getting better at this. Bother me. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I got two things that are my concerns with this weed eater, which are not pressing concerns because I have that red snapper. One is I don't have the ugly head adapter attached to the end. I don't have anything there. I must have took it off of there and put it on my red snapper, and I just forgot about it. Two, I need to change the spark plug. Well, I'm either going to change it, adjust it, whatever. I'll play with it when I have time. But adjusting these screws are not going to really be helpful if I can't keep it running on idle. And I don't have my weed line at the end to where I could just keep it high idle, just running it and watching it cut everything down. When I let go of the trigger, it dies because the low idle isn't working. I can't do that. I gotta get that ugly head adapter again. It's kind of expensive at the store now, but that's the way it should be, because that damn thing's awesome. Well, this is John in Lawrenceville. I'm hoping that I'm no longer going to be lazy anymore with all the nutritional stuff that I've learned and I'm trying to apply. So, I hope you enjoy my videos, and please like and subscribe. And the thumbs up and thumbs down button, I actually ask you to press one of them. And if you have a good or a bad comment, leave one. Opinions matter, good or bad. So, until in my next video, I'll talk to you later.